the vice president oye Mampusini na Mampusi for ne
me ba jo hu mi can you see me
no na ho for
ah chawajo amenyi mi che no
enre yi no
am she mi che ni
ti obi radio so na ayi
ne di kan subscribe na share video na enkoye ni dabi me ba cho nipa na okasa no honorable Mensah Bonsu na kasa na
that person
dabi asa me yanti honorable Mensah Bonsu
because onimu a
abusia for sure Mr. subscribe na share video na fama me almost say we are see asa we twa no
amba ashandroje ha
we twa sa kono na we say we chair achia
moving from
brand MPP 4 year primaries brand MPP 4 ko presidential candidate 2023 no na ye no bi na to na ye boda ru na ye cancer
even ye ne habe kwai
nipa ba ko pa na di man ewo
it affected
Sebaumia MPP no mpeko sase for say
so am MP your friend leader because he was the majority leader. Afenyo marking position now with no this position. Very brilliant. Na ebeduru baby no campaign na ye no. Ono manipa hu say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia allegedly audio bi babontin. Even those who be deny say you know crabaren na no voice in the name. Ono ba be ka say Baumia ekramuni 1 Baumia not na 2 enti say di aba no ma Baumia not na sine beto aba e di ama MPP engramofo so beto aba e di ama MPP then time no it is alleged say no vice president edi
ina secretary no
good
okay wa no ko jikaka we are no kopen ho kwa jikaka no we are kopen we ho kwa jikaka how do you koche macho kwa jikaka how do you tell those people say wo ye boninti human how do you do that yeah and that is our problem Your partner is so weak Akufo-Addo was given too much room to just fool, to misbehave, and we didn't check him. You know, he had power, no? The agreement was every 1 month over party office, head office. Now, as someone party grassroots Nikitano, he had to anymore of saying that because he's not himself, he is running our ticket. But suddenly it broke down where nothing is totally encouraged over party officer. You know, and then he kept making one mistake after the other, one mistake after the other, one mistake after the other. Oh, ni bebraba kan ye so better na sem.
Enunti enamuna mu krampoma ni position krampo ba be eden e be hwere no. E ma wo twe Canada Japan abo so. Enso ko ne Canada Japan kan. Ene Mensah Bonsu na ka se o mo se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Mampurisi ni kusa asefo entokwa no eno e factor o manto abama MPP meminjindi o me adabi menyini se Mensah Bonsu na kasa asemo all the fundings are more dey babonti say MPP no mo kasa omuntie MPP so am runabout so am interchange DJ me koko ye video krampo wo ho e di ba beto abonte kire MPP fo mpanyimfo se mimi ni MPP fo bi mu atena ka mu akọ Accra na omukoduru ho motra poku ase amasaman no tiu sa poku ase interchange no enya ade ketwa o my MPP fo ba so no mo ye sa poku ase interchange no mutiu ana ombe ye poku ase interchange no eye kwan no tumu Asiya ba be twitwa kwan no ho abubu adan sanso so ye another interchange enti poku ase won kono maye kwan tu uti ofanko barrier na asefo no o maye poku ase interchange awie abaye abaye ofanko barrier sa side no abaye abesi poku ase abaye ati se ensawom side ho no me pa cho we nyina wo ho ma mo ba betwa sodo so am interchange se mo beye Who be see interchange. No, say a skeleton nisi ho. Nan crown for no, Kumasi for kudrun crania. And crane ye quine, and crane ye interchange. Na ye case, and be before. Motion you. Motion ye can crofuyenti. And the chairman's a boss in a custom way. What? So say to the beer, what you are by my own shadan tea in some sa. And into a mass of mubu money goose will be drew by Binasa ye. Enti, media men can't say, Mamma could teach him in some Bonsu in some our kind. Now mistake baby all ye say. Was it? And some of them kind in I must say, Bomia dear. Problem nino. Bomia be problem nino. When I say Bomia problem on. Why in a say Bomia problem on? Munti. Bomia problem be any Bomia. I myself said it countless times. Say, Bomia is very respectful person, very humble. But the time now, when the Doctor Mahmoud Bomia bano, Canada compre kwa Agyapong no krompo support Bomia. But time when the Bomia bano, MPP can never and will never succeed with that. Because NDC for the candy at 12 abontia my man for who say Bomia ba ne ye Akufo-Addo third term. One Akufo-Addo na di Bomia by. What never because of economy. Economy also to na MPP for fall and the Bomia factor there and can you can say Bomu 2024 election. No some mama Bomia kokot na nchen. And the 2028 Omaka Bomia was one of the vice president who boy Jumapa obeying the digitalization. We anti-senka people lose ye crumpuna. Anka 2028 in Bomia was chances of bedding. Obeba. She ababede among foot to say Bomia. Where Nanado darling boy no. Musa so ye say establishment. A government machinery. Na we no. Masa. Bomia Samba 2028 Krobesia we are in 2024. Munti. Because party man for no, the party foot soldiers no, or Mwankasa se mubuofu. Mobo mo jumanye. And he say MPP no mo lobby say NDC for no mo lobby say mbenye jumanye de. Aye. Mo amu MPs no so mo butia mo ho. Obi an support Bomia na che se onya MPP ni na mo yi na to nchen. Che Mensah Bonsu so we a victim and kabadisa wo da so parliament o and na utifi. Vice President na promise no so a wanya. Enti idea nko di na po ko ne senka na po e ma me president ache. Ena na po so ko no kototo bomb. Na po ye good o but no so mo twe speech mano. Ena kototo bomb wo Kwame Nkrumah no ena kura na te no 99% in the 1% na no ordinam. 1% ena no ordinam. Kwame Nkrumah no be the president over also Kwame Nkrumah no. And yet, I don't bonus in an old canoe. But the way of can in that moment, no, na say BBR. And they say, Nipa what me cause you to ho, can't some more munyaji wunu, Kennedy Agyapong. On the chairman's I'm going to dodge one. What dodge you? Eddie, yet Yanni, therefore, Menkasa de moment conencotier, honorable chairman's and Bonsu. Minini say on ne Casano ne Casadia, and yet. Let's go and listen. Namum subscribe, share.
The attendance report here, Makako no. Key areas are Mode 2 Jano. HSA President and Akufo-Addo. Can hope and Mamulu Suye. And answer be before Frubi.
Oh, Mami, and kind executive summary.
Okay.
Because I'm a kind executive summary now. And I'll be TSC.
But
summary no, can be. See, the research revealed the following as major causes.
Okay.
Of our defeat. Number one, the current delegate system of selecting party leaders.
Okay.
Including polling station, electoral area, constituency, regional and national offices, as well as parliamentary and presidential candidates.
Right.
The choir faso yi nipa ewo ebesom party no ewo various levels, police station for the area coordinators, constituency executives, regional executives, and national executives. That's how the edi nya. Na afi choir faso nso yi parliamentary candidates, any presidential candidates. The edi kan a amanfo kan ho asem pa no. It also be will say the general economic hardship in the country during the period under review. Say, I watched na about my numu. So, the Kyei 2017, it was about man and ado, about president. Or the home battery was utumfo. Now, obaye no, utumfo da no can be, or can say, or say, a come any brie. And my Ghana for to abetia John Mahama.
Come near Bufu.
A come near Bufu. And a man Ghana for two about a tia John Mahama. Now what bay? Says no a bar, a come near Bufu no bar. Sa Bufu no a come near Bufu, a better sort to abetia Bufu. Abay. Sir, I watched I know my no. And so come and a man, a trabani dingu.
Okay.
It also me answer. And I said, to be. Or say the perception of corruption tag. The perception of corruption tag. Say, Ketasheni Proya and Nanko for Kamasem. Say, no crescent no cray. Or say, sir, Nipadi Omini Buye. Say, yes, MPP for no Ketasheni Proye Abba, but also come. No, say the leadership style of President Nanado Dankwa, which people perceived as single-minded and intransigent. Say na minu na otiano. Mo fa asene na all kana. Aye. Nkrofo sada na mo omo anisu no na omo dwene. O say no eka ho. O say the perception that government was controlled by the family of President Akufo-Addo. Say as a buy no nkrofo no mo keka say Akufo-Addo oni na busuafo nko na agi bibia aboso. Sa asem no party no anasa abana ntini enye mfiri ho. The ekudi amanfo bi adwenim. So no say no ka ho bi. And the perception that the president single-handedly controlled the party. Say ebinum say as a party no ankasa no president dey ahye ne motuam. Ope no oye. What I say. Ebinum adwen mu no. Na sa asem no so ebeto ho no so as aban no any party no entimi anka ho asem man na mfi nkrofo trim. Ye eno so affecte abato no nyansuso aso abato no. And will say the perception that the candidate was a shadow of the president. So when the vice president, and I say, Akufo-Addo person who didn't be and I say be a trabana, Emmanuel,
Akufo-Addo reincarnate.
Chapter 3. So there was in Nipani be, and so I no can be. And will say, Ibinum so no more can say. President vice president where Mamprusi na Mamprusi for ne kusasi for ntoka eno oboko no ne ho frofore mu.
Okay,
because nre yi na obi na meti obi radio so na kusasi for ne Mamprusi for nyantoka oboko a asante for the fair hobe. That person unim the dynamics I will. Because say onimwa and I say onim and all cano. Ebeto abano. There were kusasi elders in Penifo. Amba Ashanti ha. Ebedi be 10 days. Moving from baby settlements and we just say kusasi for one. No mo kasa ansem na kire wo mo. We call such a from place. Even yeni ha be kwai constituency. They were there. And it affected
Seba umia imam prusi no ampe kusasi for so kan
nti na omokoye no amanfo kan asem na kire wo mo afei ebinum se ebi kan se aban no neglect Ashanti region e development team.
Okay,
especially infrastructure, roads, any other. Can you imagine say omoko Mampong na Mampong for Mampone offensive north. Mampon for the Omoka say, I'm Mampon complaining, say, Moon, Mampon Gruma, Aquia, Abanaye. So, Penny and Okasama was so Mampon, a greater Acunia. Nay, ya Santi or Santi, your political capital, your administrative capital, your traditional capital, any Kumase. So, I'm Mampon when you come out when you're here, yeah. And Omoki can, so I mean interchange. What you say? Indeed, some people felt, say, as a bani in any iffy asante. So then party no one can say Munsem. Say almost there was a disconnect between the original party and the regional party and the constituency parties. And some no, and also have you been say conflicts. Tawantawa ne wukunuma yamfi any ensiso. Party no ankasemu, constituency parties no ankasemu, any region. So Nantawantawa wa yamfi any ensiso. Na ebinum omuchire mu say from 2016 abatunumu and the sanse no sorry. By a two abana ye winning ye nyani bumuntino. Ye nyani bumuntino. As for any free so. And no soon as one about 2020. 2020 no. Afi yabano so the margin of victory no from almost 1 million no a tip by 500,000. About 50%. 2021 no a season ye tea committee. Say ye him. Committee no emusem kura no finance na amabonti. Me as the majority leader when I even requested for a copy of the findings. There were 2 committees. Report no menyebi.
Wow, wenyebi.
Nansane I feel a report no. Ashanti region report no eba no. Nansane obi akofa sa report na beto social media. What you say? Say you hear findings no. Now see, the good thing is that the OSA report no mononia Ashanti team look for echo here no amokano. It's about the same thing. What does it mean? That's 4 years ago. What does it mean? Like you say, report about discuss any who and the more was it true. A baby dree, a bianca medusa.
Papa, Mammy Busa, it may be not. Ghana for Kasai. It was so loud to the extent that ultimately say Ghana for a comedy and then Kufu do ne Kasei, Kwabre for Kasa, businessmen Kasa. It was very clear. Yet the BBS and not Ghana for me, mano. It was so clear, but the response now banning yet to say and to say the more cano. I don't know how to ask. Didn't answer MP before you surprise the BBC yes. Because it was clear, say they are now on money based on data and research. You know. In fact, the current CDD report was that we Ghana for 10 say the country is heading towards the wrong direction. It was clear. So why is MPP so surprised about this defeat?
Yes, yes, in which I wouldn't say nature.
It's where they now move.
Oh, you be near who be kakra. You see, let's face it. You see, since 1992, I've been behind team breaking 18.
Right.
So that in itself, now a big hurdle. Then we had economic hardships. I can was me. So now a BC sad COVID-19 and its effect near will be that. If you are saying will be that. I feel Benny Miles and Kyei Moana, Russia and Ukraine to console by. People as though Russia and Ukraine to Canada news as one saying. It was also be bring you remember? Young Quara never or Mamma almost catch up on school. Wouldn't him say steel products, iron rods in Nemanema, na usual Memuno. Close to 60% if Ukraine and Ebre. And then iron rods in the board. Fertilizer, I usual Memuno. Over 30% if Ukraine and Eba. Omodiano, a very cheap and so. It's summer you used to Ghana wheat and wheat products you used to Ghana as you know. About 50% if Ukraine and an Eba. Oh, maybe a pound on the size of a good. All these things, you know, not a count.
But they were saying, say yes, they agree, say no, we are saying
yes.
But leader now bet me a car, some money panel. Science say unisika, dada mamisika. But when dada bekasa abofrano. abofra nim say ni papa ni ska but at least or try bibi but I said that papa na no te so no ene ne mana na etwa no ho ahie defend no so ko kan say okay Russia Ukraine na say for but won so ye bibi a na response na aba no ye bibi foforo
asa ye kwa ni mu ni esuade see sometimes any pan so utimi ye complacent especially say if you say de ma me ye was gonna for appreciate it pa oh na fi nipa so be nipa etwa nipa ho hia no so enso ka because maybe nipa na nyina na be ko ho a o be kamu no kre a kire papa no
but we were told say na Akufo the experience
and me say nipa na nyina be ko ho
onim o share bo so be a different government from John Mahama in fact in 2016 manifesto no ne forward no say Ghanaians are in crisis. Ghana is in crisis, a crisis which is created and sustained by the Mahama-led government, mismanagement, corruption, incompetence. Into onono ba obey different government. No enye te say ono ani botom nemum Ghana food nyina. So this was somebody in him so he experienced. In fact, Nkofo bi kraka se na Akufo-Addo enwinia. One be president anke begusu su say adentini ama na Akufo-Addo. The other thing Nkofo kan ho asem is the arrogance pusher. And I think that's a no do na chese as mo kind of diplomacy. But Ghana for feel say na Akufo-Addo no ya hantai no ye je ne kasa ne nye oba akwa abiri ne nsem o kan kra no mpanyifo bi ewo entimi ankasa papa de o kan ye die eni kwan so kasa. The other thing was the Napo factor and also mu defending no nsem o kan ye. The other thing was the regional minister Honorable Mensah and also was a factor in Ashanti region where they felt say the Num Kasanya ni posture as a minister. And yet these things were clear. People said it, and yet Yenyankofo mu defend ye. So I ask again, why are you surprised that you lost?
Oh, so make us say see a queen when he is here. Me ye ba many candidate no Ashanti region. Like extremely Ashanti region in particular. There was something that I saw. Say, Beumia, since 1992, a bar Fourth Republic. Many presidential candidates, almost all of them, about 9, Yanantekakra. I saw this man as a man at a different level. The Yako campaign, Papanon Kasaimu. The way he breaks things down, constituency be obeko na all kasa. Constituency be ekwe be I know 3 engagements. One only clergy, and the business community ekushia. Christopher, Nkramofo, one more business ono mushia. One na nama him fukushia. Asana yaba a rally grounds. Na onam constituency no obekukuru bi so no si nanti bi adwom chacha manfo e kasa kakra kire wo mansa na yakoye sa 3 major engagements no pebi beko bi a wo kasa he speaks for about 1 hour ni vision ni swadi hu de mankrofo o kan nyina me hu bi da 3 hours constituency bia na constituency de bia so ne e 3 constituencies. What it meant was that he was speaking for 9 hours
a day.
If you hana me pitino, or me mobo, because be hana you be no tree, no chrono namna or kasa. You could see the honesty and sincerity in him, the humility in him. What you say? But then, and I say, me ni ubia ye nanti ma presidential candidate bia nyeza. Beko be no presidential candidate bekasa we kasa ya arrange ho we kasa be do no so ni bia is about the 6 person. It speaks about 5 minutes 10 minutes near move. This was a different campaign strategy because no who say there emoding. But minia ye nam so ana ye kon if you come say anopa o se o ko be kwai ka kane no o ko no amanfo be hu se papa ti bus munye yi convoy hwihwi bia onam nke bia euphoria eni giankrofo tese twemu amode die America fikro no be hia kwa no pagya yensa keke no. This time it was not there.
Manama
it was not there.
KBMPP flag by Umi but he said the no more
Then you saw that we're in a real battle. Immediate, na me who signals and say, I don't know, adding. But then we're still believing, say, and I met my page. In fact, say, and yes, I to about December, and I get to the Bay Augusta. Maybe it can be 30%. I'm being candid.
Yeah.
You to about the Bay Augusta. So I'm a name wording. Yeah, they be any mono. I feel na economy no crowd so improve kakra. Or no tisi mu no nam fom na manfo hunu nanum kasa yetie no because ye ne asofo mpanifo bi ko hia e apa ne kasa e na asofo pani bi ana ugina menche bo mabati o say leader, this man is a good man. So for pani pa bi o say this man is a good man. And I can feel his sincerity and humility.
Is it normally humility in account?
Yes.
That's like Ghanaians were concerned with humility.
Yes. Well, say I can. Oh, who will be on them? Oh, Ntio. You're not familiar. Nti, Megidi say there were a lot of things. Any medical yakano. A binum cracker. A micrame was in Bame. I'm go baby was in Bame. Muse me a Santini na kwaya. Amo maybe course ma me resign ye mfise ntwa ye ni they mention also honorable Kokukwatin.
Oh yeah, okay.
So say the horse he almost lost the primaries.
Yeah.
And any abattoir na nkasa. Now people felt that it was a conspiracy against Ashantis and so on and so forth. And these things they spoke to. And name no doors.
Right.
I mean they may my dream say e betimi ehunu we na enya suohu bi afiri mu
na mesua
na ebeboa. Oh, me give say besua because see 2008 you talk about na you lose you know those days come say abonte ha bisa obiara say e kwan ben so na you lose obiara me say odene hu shem class or to abama NDC even though we had lost.
Yeah.
This time around you lost no we are no e finfram pa money hane we dey nyani hane kwa ma a giant intensity. What you say. But then you go to a place and people are not ashamed
to say
they come to you say ye kasa them say we ntini andraba we ntini to abaniti amo mo sesa manamo a ye besan aba.
Okay.
To me that is happy news. That is good news. People want to be sincere with you.
Some Mosesa.
But
see a man problem no. I think we have just 2 minutes. See a man problem no. Problem ne baako na Akufo-Addo. Would you still allow Nana Akufo-Addo to have an influence in your party?
Oh, sir, as a president, he was the leader of the party. See, only president, he's no longer the leader of the party. That's what you say. But President Akufo is no longer the leader of the party. I was still listening to the advice of President Akufo.
Yeah.
Ntimejidi say Akufo-Addo on your leader build here. Now so and I'm so be leader paying no a presidential candidate no. There assembly ha beti na dwene.
Now ojitu mu say oka ho na
let's face it and so. Akufo-Addo ye nyema bebre nso. What you say? Whoever will succeed say be the leader of the party no. Where they are going forward no. You want to build on the achievements of Akufo-Addo.
Which is clear, but Amika say the other side of Akufo-Addo na Ghana form pay. And also can who no mudi to tia in nkrofo mo say me kra me to men this ba me amen koto because of Akufo-Addo factor no. I am just saying say how would you allow Nana Akufo-Addo to influence moving forward? Because even in the next 4 years it's going to be very difficult if it goes by this line na if you are mayere so ani bia menya city ni bi. So we are looking at the Akufo-Addo factor or contribute here why are there but need there now ma mo we no and no mo be any day.
Say it me enema anhyehyɛ yi ntia nkrofo aka ho asema kyerɛ yi emma yetimi yeso timi te ba be 50 seats then the child say a shiny year intimates 50 seats no or perhaps more intimate back.
And the Makaka chair and Nakufa do say on such an on Casa Yanas already.
Oh, Massa. Who say I don't know who personalize issues.
Oh, men personalize it.
So my Zakru and Pameo. Wait, you know, your party back home. Your party back home. Yes, I need to back with him. And you're able to your home. What you say? Yes, you are.
Finally, Baumia, moon repeating and answer other candidates in Bra. Baumia.
Oh, Minia. Researcher, ye. Ashanti region, out 1 out of 16 regions near ye. I'll tell you something. Baby, consider teams ne call you. Bisa questions ni we na mo de ba omia de abem so kuku ID no ba omia se bia oye sremi for the first time abedi enye sremi abedi party na say for the first time kramuni bedi ekorenim eka mo bi omo bi sa mo no de abaka se nipa ni nyina constituency bia mo ko bia debi
and your religion asem
kremosem what you say
okay
say eno nye factor dia na mo kaso woni de yire no hono de ehunu bi da say if sasasem no we Ashanti region go awo say regions no ni ne omo ye nyina be share ne maso it had nothing to do with him ne baby eje no kra bi anka yenkugo no betima aye more than data
Otimia push
41 almost 42% there. Why then change a winner?
Okay.
Now so other regions so dear ba maybe I can you say oh orokra mo de Ashanti na mo ye na ha ne hande
okay
ebia
I get it
oka ho nti be about 20 30 40% of a defeat no attributable to him there.
Oh okay.
Why do you repeat him? What you say?
But the
Yendu.
We Ashanti
dear.
Okay.
Ya actually say. Enye kremosem, enye siremosem.
Enye baumiase.
Enye baumiase.
Bibintia.
Okay. Na mesremo asema waken wodi we yeka no. Em say me bae na mo ka Dr. Matthew Pogu prempa asem den.
Ah, no moka.
No ka bi. Okay, we see no moka. No who say obi ti be do ni ti say baby. Okay pa. Binia Aminka de mo kan ye efa ne ho. Ekwan obaye. Me ekwan na po be ye run meet. Me di mu tintiman pa. What I say? Now at the very outset, when people felt that I should be, many penny no can say media or rule me out.
Okay.
Even though subsequently, encophobia because I'm not to say my catch up penny say you should rule me out, I should be the person and so on and so forth. What you say? Apparently, yes, we fit here no or agree, even though many years out, yes, we fit here no agree.
Right.
We took a lot of things into consideration.
Okay.
What you say? Eventually, when we came to Ashanti. If you say also new be fear Ashanti and no I make us a media me rule me out no one of the reasons why it made me propose to Napo was one Baumia why vice president he was in the executive in be anyone know him and you wanted somebody or parliamentary experience
okay
or partner because you see governance no parliamentary experience no a key.
Right.
As for the executive, anybody could go to the executive. But we are do probably all parliamentary experience. Secondly, sena me who fimu dia from Ashanti no. Ono na wache.
Okay.
Achechen will be maybe will be an chair no na Ashanti Katie Hammond and maybe 3 months or 6 months be older than him in parliament there and you do all of this they not chair okay let us be executive no cool moon so no additional experience and thirdly I'm about parliament as and no more parliament no say me who free wa obi a oba parliament ne di parliament adwumachi ene napo
okay.
And that's why I spoke for him.
Okay.
age wise so na me feel say it will be a partner ba omi a ho nipa kro no nyame ya address ba omi a edi nkunima oba 2 times na say that person then should be able to naturally succeed him
right
seamlessly. I thought age was on the side of Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh. Maybe finally, in terms of versatility, say be our parliament no timi a year day. And no, again, I mean if you say in Ashanti no say miniwa the other person was Enapo. Finally, you see a party no, you can't crash the one, you quite any moon. Na ase emu ya pa emienu we ye Kufuor ne kire maten nkrofo we ye Kufuor do ne adivu ahen nkrofo fortunately for us Baumia Kufuor na discover ano
right
but the Kufuor do making who he is
right
Matthew Poku Prempeh ono so ni ti efi Kufuor efi ni ti efi apajafi
right
Kufuor fa ase na ne ba no
right
na apaja hen a onye ne ba bi ko ne fa ase Prokope and the Barano. Tinity Efriho. But a Kufuor also now Mickey by Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh.
It's a balance.
So I thought that Sanko for being no Kabumwa. On be form a strong enough bridge. Somebody me a part in a boom walk
right.
And it was the final reason that I considered that Emma may propose soon and say, Yemfa Emana.
Into analyze this reasons we na which is fair. I mean, we'll be able to look at that. After Martino, is there a reflection to say that let's repeat him as a vice presidential candidate for Baumia?
Like I've said,
possible.
Like I've said, you say I research was Ashanti. So research na be fee outside be ba, be kase o, sabi ni hu ni asem sa. So maybe me, na me expect say could be me deliver. In fact, report no gra echiresa. Say when me enya ne potential papa.
Okay.
Because people were expecting say wait may deliver youth no, but I know intimi amba.
Right.
What you say doesn't mean he has to be changed. And as I saying, yeah man reports need fi other regions ni nyina amra.
Right.
Ye kabo mu aho. Na say if we agree say Baumia na eko na ono na choose ni running mate. Say ye nyame ye na dom na say party na san de money bill. Na say o say obe ma Dr. Matthew Prempeh because say what the bibia to scales were on balance no yentimi papa what you say the decision is says
all right,
but let me leave that to the whoever becomes the presidential candidate because you know
Ida Sigamin Stramin, so we are part 1. I think you go down. Yeah, can you go and somewhere in there?
Why KK Kabubo and some words, same any words.
Yamisha leader, we are honored because Minister what you mean, but say Yanyan no panu about Bijna. Young Casse, leader so bad temper once what parliamentary affairs what now into ye Katamia demand ye ban no decay. Into never say I do consul no craman or Shas here. Honorable say Mensah, Yankopon Shrapa. I will say,